definitely ready. We're going to go into game 1.
Here we go. Oh, wow. Immediate up air to Thunder. I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, combo to Thunder is pretty dope. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the a lot of the combat in this matchup is very different than what you see in other matchups. And like Yoshi, I want to say is pretty typically a character where like you have to play Yoshi's game, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
aMSa plays the platforms. Oh my goodness gracious, they're both at 69% and they're both loving it. Let's also talk about the history between these two players, right? They always team at Summit. They're like basically like really, really good friends. I know on Thursday before the tournament started, aMSa skipped the pre-Genesix tournament to get dinner with axe. They were going to kind of like pump each other up, I think. Yeah.
Well, here they are. That's actually so dope for both of them.
Yeah, it is, totally. And they didn't team at this tournament, but they're about as best of buds as you could possibly get. And, you know, for them to fight in loser semis is pretty poetic.
Yeah. And I mean, there's not too many low-tier, low-tier people, low-tier players who can reach this stage.
I mean, I was talking about this with aMSa, like, you know, before aMSa and Axe, you know, these were both considered bottom to low tiers. After aMSa and Axe, respectively, I don't think they're really even considered low tiers anymore, right? They're like mid-high. Yeah. Isn't Pikachu and isn't Yoshi, aren't they kind of like high tiers now?
I think so. They changed the game. Reactions by aMSa. Ready for the aMSa tech. Different spelling. Different aMSas.
Yeah, aMSa.
Yeah, the aMSa tech, it's when you get hit super hard in the corner and they just kind of roll. They don't get off the stage.
Yeah, by the way, that was also pound 4 when aMSa the Sheik from, you know.
From Europe.
From the Netherlands. Yep, and he came to Pound and showed America how to do that. So when we say aMSa tech, we do not mean the Yoshi, but here he is, and he knows he doesn't have a double jump there. The best thing he can do is maybe eke out a little more damage by chucking an egg up at at Axe.
aMSa explained Yoshi as the poison punching bag. You want to hit him, but you don't want to get too close because then you'll get hit by the poison.
Did aMSa, sorry, you said Armada?
Armada did.
Did Armada
actually,
did he actually use the term
poison punching bag? You think I could come up with that?
Yes, I think you're
I can't come up with
much more likely to come up with a term like that. Oh, he's crunching him. He crunching
I can talk about crunching. I can talk about him biting things. I can come up with names, but not ones that actually apply to.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm just saying.
He's like a poison punching. Wow, that is a level of poeticism.
So what we can talk about it like that. Like if Axe comes in,
Well, so let's talk about, you know, essentially the two techniques that Yoshi has access to that no one else does is the parry.
Pull back.
On the
now you
force
see me, now you don't.
Falcon-esque, honestly.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's the parry on the ground and the super arm in the air. If you hit Yoshi when he's in his double jump animation, you know, that happens where the knockback is very, very drastically reduced by a set amount. So what Axe has been doing lately in their more recent sets, and in this set to try to counteract that, is use forward air, a multi-hit move, to try to break through that super armor and not let him get a counter hit, right? So that's been working very well, and on this game 1, like, aMSa's the one who's got to find an answer.
Totally.
Jab, I'm surprised he had to confirm it. Oh my god, he gets a kill anyway. Axe could have option selected a second up B angle to go up.
I believe so.
He can go,
Right.
And he didn't.
I wonder why. That's why I'm saying I believe so.
I guess he just didn't think that, you know, it was needed.
Yeah. Yeah, aMSa got there super fast. But Axe up by a lot.
Yeah, every multi-hit move, that down smash too, will, yeah, you see, like, Axe has found a way to punch this poison punching bag. And oh my god.
Axe. Two-stocking aMSa.
Yeah, with lightning the Thunder kill off the top on the stage with the highest vertical blast zone on one of the heaviest characters in the game in
Charged
Yoshi.
the mess out of that up smash.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, Yoshi, Yoshi can do it. Like, this is not, I think, a dreadful matchup, but like, aMSa right now looks like he's behind in the technology department compared to Axe, who's able to sort of, there's that, you know, kind of counter hit super armor neutral air.
Yeah, just naring through the egg. You feel like, what's the win condition for, you've been talking about win conditions, like what's the game plan for aMSa that's not quite coming together? It just seems like he's not doing enough damage.
For aMSa? Yeah, it doesn't seem like, and I mean, you know, contrast to a lot of other matchups, right, where Yoshi's a really strong edge guard against most of the top tiers. I don't really think he has that kill on Pikachu.
Axe is everywhere right now.
Axe is everywhere right now. aMSa kind of is too, but like, see, he doesn't, it doesn't seem like it's a good way to counterpunch the Pikachu.
Right. Yeah, usually Yoshi, it's like you just build up damage as you get hit.
Right.
But axe has had some pretty clean.
There's the air dodge and there's
really
the
well
forward
done.
tilt.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, if he has to double jump from that far away, you know he has to do the air dodge. It's not even a read anymore. It's just a wait for it and it'll happen. And you just do that forward tilt and that's it. That was immaculate timing. I don't think you can do that on reaction. I think that is, you know, 70% a read.
We saw Zane and Rishi down tilt his Marth to edge guard.
In that same scenario.
Yeah, edge guard axe in that same scenario. They could only do it like 10% of the time, so yeah.
Oh, he baits the regular get up from aMSa and then reads the roll in, which is usually a sign that like, yo, I'm onto you and your defensive habits. Yeah, axe is on. These are not reactions. These are all reads.
Yeah.
Every time he's hitting the tech chase. He knows where aMSa wants to be. Can
No
you get
jump.
a thunder? Oh, no. Yeah, no jump. That's even better.
That's it.
And he kills him off the side. Look at aMSa thinking right now.
He is thinking. He up smashed him out of super armor and then tail spiked him, and then that was, right?
And then
just
he knew,
followed up with the forward tilt.
Forward tilt.
Not much Yoshi could do. Red Bull aMSa.
Yeah, Red Bull aMSa.
Just announced aMSa is a piece.
And this would be, you know, aMSa's highest placing, I think, at a Genesis. But I think he wants to go a little further. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, this is all, okay, this is a potential for damage here. 2 up, 3 up airs. Gets a
Another-
follow-up
wow.
with axe sliding off the platform. The egg to cover one of the descending angles. He's trying to cover the landing there. Oh my god. That roll I don't think he meant to do. He wanted to get over there a little faster, right? So we get the down smash, cover all the options, tech chase, which is a really strong tool. Back throw? Yeah. One thing I noticed when I was playing aMSa this week, as he was at my place for a little while before Genesis, was like, all of Yoshi's throws do not send very far at all. Like, you can be at 150 and all of them send you about that far. Very bonkers. In some matchups, it's actually really good because you can be at 150 and he can kill confirm you with the throw. In that case, it didn't look like he really had the ability to do that. Oh my goodness.
No jump. Okay.
Axe, I think, was probably, yeah,
Wow.
oh my god.
Was that? Yeah.
That was the like, coming out of the double jump, right? So I think that the super armor was over at that point because he wasn't in that state anymore.
Right, but couldn't he air dodge? It just feels like an overcommitment, but I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe not quite.
Oh, just barely missing.
Yeah, this is all really good damage here because, I mean, it does look like, down smash, no. Crouch cancels, runs in, grabs. Looking for a double jump for an up air, doesn't get it.
Axe coming in, getting a couple hits, but he didn't. Yoshi didn't turn it around. Usually. Oh, that'll be it. Egg into up air. And Toph, both of these players are super plugged in. I was watching the player cam, and just like the level of concentration and intensity on their faces is like they're just totally plugged in. And to be honest, it's vibing through the whole crowd.
Yeah, this
We've
is
got a quiet, focused crowd. Sometimes it's quiet because people are bored. That's not what I'm feeling right now.
This is,
feeling like,
yeah, to me, this is not a boring set.
right?
This is like...
This is like quiet and like what is going to happen. It's like just the tension.
Well, you never see this. You literally don't see it. I mean, even at a local level, I can't imagine there are very many Pikachu and Yoshi main friends that play each other. It's those guys that are that know, you know. Oh my, no, he's okay. He's okay. He's okay. And there wasn't even really an edge guard opportunity because he was in super armor for that whole flight, right?
But split-second decision-making by Axe.
That was a sick egg. Oh my god. Gets the grab, up throw, can't combo it.
Now no jump, but he comes back down. That's super smart.
Yeah, Axe here is at a percent where aMSa can kill him with like a lot of strong hits, and that nair didn't look like the DI was the greatest, but Axe is going to die off the west wall.
I like the west wall.
Thank you.
This camera's definitely facing north, or whatever.
That's right. I just like a little bit of alliteration in my life. aMSa knew there's a lightning bolt coming for me. I got to get out of here. Yeah, he was ready for that. It's funny, one thing.
that was a game of chicken. He caught him blinking.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, when are you gonna move? When are you gonna move? When are you gonna move? Right now.
Right now. Axe looking for like nair. It looks like nair through, and if he carries him with it, he can get an up air follow up. But aMSa's got the offense now. Yeah, it's not. Oh, but
no
now
jump.
with no jump. aMSa, did he think he was gonna grab the ledge? I think so.
I think he did. I think he actually may even have fast fell.
passed
may
it.
have just been holding down a frame too long.
Right.
Wow, look at that. Meteor cancel was
it.
so fast, it didn't even go down.
aMSa was like, all right, what's the tech chase? And he doesn't get one. axe jumped out before he touched the ground. Is he going to die off the top? Not quite. No egg. You see how long it took for the Thunderbolt to hit the ground from when axe called it? That was insane. He was so high up. Nice. What a good... So that... Yoshi can get out of shield with the normal shield release animation a little faster than most characters. And he has the cognizance to like let it down and go past for the nair instead of shield grabbing. And this combo is insane.
In the world
he gets a fair
watching?
double jumps past him just in case he has to armor the get-up attack, and that was 111 damage. He doesn't
How
get the
did
nair.
the up air knock him down so he got jab reset again? Well, that was the fastest stock I've seen in a minute, Toph.
I don't think Yoshi in the history of time has ever comboed Pikachu like that. axe answering right back.
He takes it right back.
Puts it in the egg, gets a little bit of bonus damage.
And this is Axe's counter pick. He won the first game, but is on the precipice, right, of, well, we'll figure out who has the set lead after this game.
Yeah. Oh. Down throw forward tilt.
Interesting.
Just wants to, oh, and there's no jump.
He just waited out the double jump.
Exactly. He nared him. He knows aMSa's desperate there. Honestly, like when you do something like so that down throw forward tilt, right, you're posturing like I am looking for a gimp. And sometimes when you send that signal to your opponent, you make your opponent overthink the recovery. And so aMSa immediately double jumps there. Axe waits until the very end of the double jump, no more armor, and then boom, nair. And because that nair put aMSa in a tumble, it's very hard for him to, you can wiggle out of the tumble to try to get an air dodge, but yeah, aMSa just not ready for that, and he's dead. At like a quite low percent, right?
Super low percent,
for Yoshi.
That's going to factor into the post-game analysis, I'll tell you that right now.
It is.
2-1X, he keeps his set lead, and we are going to Fountain of Dreams. Potentially Axe's, oh my word! There's a trade between forward air and whatever Axe did, and like aMSa just double jumps and happened to grab the ledge. He got hit in such a position that he could grab the ledge. Presence of mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Making sweet lemonade.
I got it out of lemons. Yeah, no,
he actually had better than lemons, because lemons generally are bad. It's like when you have lemons, it's like a statement that
you don't
bad.
want lemons.
He had pretty good ingredients,
Don't
and he
you
made it
need
better
lemons
than it
if
could
you
have
work
been.
at a restaurant?
Yeah,
don't you like order lemons on a regular basis? So
he had lemons that he
on.
actually needed to make a good dish, and made a super good dish.
Right. That's so sick that he made a good dish.
I agree.
Ooh. By
Especially
the way,
when he's down a game in the set.
If I'm making one of those hexagonal little charts to graph out the skill level of whatever, like those old Nintendo Power books for all the
Even
Pokemon.
baseball cards, they used to have stuff like
Sure.
that.
I would put presence of mind very high for both these players. I think that their ability to adapt to weird scenarios is really, really high for both aMSa and Axe.
Yeah, and as low tiers, right? I mean, they have to be pioneers. That's like the thing that's so amazing is that most of us, like, we have mountains and He's dead. Mountains of players where, you know, we could learn from.
These guys can only basically learn from themselves, which is kind of nuts if you think about the fact that they've learned from themselves all the way into top 4 of this tournament.
Axe is going off, Toph.
Axe is going off.
After starting this game down like pretty much a full stock, he is now in the lead. Wow.
That's a raw up smash kill off the top at 109.
3 unanswered stocks. aMSa's got to plug in.
Where's he's got 69%.
I don't know where he's going.
Oh, he went up into the ceiling to try to get an extra percent to knock himself into 69 for the meme.
And then he got punished by aMSa and lost the stock.
Well, Axe values, he's got a different value system, I think, than the rest of us by like a tiny amount when it comes to very specific things.
You know what? Sometimes the comfort that your percent will bring you is worth it.
Bobby, I think we got a game 5 on our hands. Oh.
Wait. And that means you think that aMSa's going to win.
Oh my God! I think we don't have a game 5 on our hands.
That's right. I think we
just did the math. Now you know what? No, I'm ready. Dang, aMSa, look at this.
We got a game 5. Let's go, aMSa. He's posturing like he's going to win.
He is. He's been going.
Forget the integrity of the cast. Let's just double down on our mistakes. Let's bet big, Toph.
All right. Well,
game 5's coming up, baby.
Let's
go, aMSa. He's got this with the air dodge.
Oh, I thought a smash attack was coming.
Win, I think.
That's the...
Oh, against all odds.
Thanks, Bobby.
I got you.
There's no way these guys don't hug it out.
No, for sure.
There's no way. There's no way. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And despite our little joke, what a set.
Yeah, what a set.
Man, we saw things that we ain't ever seen.
Can I tell you what I've never seen that I just saw on a regular basis was aMSa getting gimped.
Yeah.
When do you ever see aMSa get gimped?
Yeah. No, seriously, Axe was ready.
aMSa's actually got to go back to the lab. And fortunately, these are scenarios that aMSa, I think, can lab. I just don't think it's ever happened to him before.
Right.
I think aMSa has to go figure out what the full flowchart is for the recovery and edge guard scenarios.
Let's see what we got here. Yeah.
Maybe, oh, yeah, that was the presence of mind. Yep.
That was one of perhaps many.
One of perhaps many.
Yeah, that was huge.
Over the rainbow. Over the stars. Oh, my God. That was like the Falcon Stomp hit stun.
Yeah,
he
the
egged
hit
him and
stun's nuts.
He watched him and made a pot of tea and then upbeared him.
That was definitely a fastball, right?
Yeah. Head of it.
That was so sick. And aMSa just nods.
aMSa's head dropped along with his Yoshi.
There's the second one.
Ooh.
Boom.
Was that intentional? Did you see what just happened?
Yeah, that was, yes.
Did production just lag the
No, I'm not
display at the exact beats of the song?